Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video we've got going here. We are doing, another set of 250 testing. Today we're riding the 2020, I think, 2 Yamaha 250. Wow. I've got a lot to say about this bike, a lot so far. I've ridden it for a little bit, have put a little bit more time into the suspension than a couple of the other bikes, mostly because I quite enjoyed this bike a lot as a 250. This thing is great. This thing handles great. I haven't ridden this track yet. This is my first time in like 4 months. But anyway, this bike is just crazy amazing. It handles well. The motor's good. It's got a lot of bottom end. It's got the top end when it's needed. Like, this bike has got it. This bike is, so far, it's definitely gotta be one of my more favorite bikes out of the pick. Regardless, like the Honda I was really leaning towards, this thing blows that thing out of the water handling wise, at least I believe so. Here at the end, after I narrow down the bikes to which ones I think I'm going to choose between, I'm probably going to line them all up and spend some time, run some laps, and see which bike I end up being the fastest on, which I have a feeling it's going... I have a feeling it's going to be the Yamaha right now. Here pretty soon we're going to try a couple other bikes, but right now this one takes the cake so far. I have yet to try the KTM. We have the Kawasaki and the Suzuki, so we will see. The TM's definitely at the bottom of the list. I'm sure the Suzuki's going to be there too. I just know it. It was the slowest 450 last time I rode it a long time ago. It was one of the slowest 250s. So So I'm not really looking too enthusiastic towards the Suzuki at all. Actually, I'm not even looking forward to riding it whatsoever. But the Yamaha, like I said, amazing. Honestly underrated. I don't see it as much anymore. I see a lot of Hondas and Kawasaki's anymore on the online servers. I don't see nearly as many Yamahas anymore, and I'm not quite sure why, because this thing is great. It handles great. Everything about it's just great. The motor, the handling, once you get the suspension right, it's even better. Like, I just suck. That's why I keep going down. But the bike just handles so good. It's smooth, and I'll get a little bit of third person in here, even though I absolutely despise third person, just so other people can get a look about what's going on here. But the bike just feels really good underneath you. It doesn't feel as heavy. It definitely feels a little less planted, if that makes sense. Like, it feels more like it's ready to be airborne. It feels more like it's gonna float through the air a bit easier. Probably better for me in Supercross. What? Paboso, stop. It's probably a little better in Supercross. I have a feeling the best one in Supercross is going to end up being the KTM, just because of the whole motor thing. What? But I have a feeling the KTM is going to be one of the better bikes in Supercross, just because of the pure amount of bottom end that the KTM carries around. It's just very, very strong, and it definitely, in a straight line, like if we were, forget about roughness entirely, if we were riding in a straight line, I do believe that the KTM would beat 90% of the bikes, if not all of them, in any class, even the 125s to the 450s. Like, I truly believe that. I don't quite know. You'd have to get the same rider to do it on every bike for it to make sense. But I honestly think the KTM would take the pole. Now, best suspension so far, I'm looking at the Yamaha. The Yamaha seems to come back up under you, absorb the bumps really, really well. But it also comes to setup. I'm not a professional in any sort of way. I don't do setups often. I usually pick different setups apart, and if I don't like it, I change it. If I like it, I leave it. kind of stuff like that. So I'm not an expert on any of this stuff by any means, but it definitely is good. Even stock, it's got good suspension. You don't really have to play with it too much. We'll do a little bit of this camera as well. I don't really like this camera because it's the static onboard camera. You know, it's very non-reactive. You can't see any of the bike reactions really. You can't see the roughness affecting you. It just bothers me. But you know, some people like this camera, so we'll use it. But overall, like, this bike is just it's great. Oh my, but no, great bike. This track is round 2, the ARL round 2. I honestly don't remember what actual track it is. I forget. It's been a while. Oh wow. Yeah, we're not doing that anymore. But the bike looks great as well. My front fender favorite, like, obviously people prefer to see different things, and that's sometimes why people will choose a bike, just because how it looks and everything. If I was gonna go by fender, it'd probably be I like the Suzuki fender, but I also really like the KTM fender. The KTM fender's just got that aggressive, nice look to it. To me, I just really like the way the KTM front fender looks. I know I compare everything to the KTM all the time. In real life, I really liked my KTM. It was always there for me when I needed it. It was a great bike all around. Never had any issues with it. I loved KTM through and through. I do ride a Honda now because I switched to the 4-strokes, and the KTM 4-strokes are expensive to begin with, and they're super expensive compared to everything else just to fix it. So I went with the Honda, and the Honda's got better suspension in real life, in my opinion. Especially, you know, WP is just not the move. But regardless of the stupid stuff that I'm talking about, no, the bike is very good. I really like it. In the air, it handles definitely one of the best. Like, this bike feels light enough in the air that you could throw it, almost like a 125. I know the 250s are just a little heavier than the 125s. I'm aware of that, but I'm saying for a 250, it feels light. It definitely fits into the corners very well. It feels like it turns a little sharper. As soon as I say that, I blow a corner. It feels like it turns just that little bit sharper than a lot of the other 250s, which is something I've noticed. It seems like it'll turn on a dime a little better than the other. Whoa. A little... What? Paboso, stop. Dude, come on. It seems like it'll stop on a dime and then turn as well, whenever it needs to, which is something I'd say the TM did not do. It felt like you couldn't fit it into some places, that the bike was just too big or too, I don't know, heavy. Going by feel, I mean, but this bike so far, loving it. Loving this bike entirely. Oh, we hit the line. Okay, but no, it's been super fun. If you guys do support, you know, the 250 shopping and have any opinions of your own, maybe I go out for the last video of all the 250s, and we will take them all on one track. I'll reset it every time I ride a different bike, and we'll see which one. I'm gonna launch this. We'll see which one comes out on top. See what I mean by the suspension? Any other bike so far that I've tried definitely would have wadded that up super bad, but the suspension right here is very good. Oh, sorry about that. But if you guys did enjoy the video, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know by hitting a like and a subscribe if you'd like. You know, if you want to stick around and see anything else I got going on, and how the update for the 250s go, and how everything goes with you know, suspension and me online racing and such like that. But if you guys want to stay in detail with that, don't forget to turn the notifications on so you can never miss a post from me. And yeah, so I think that'll do it for today. I appreciate everyone who stopped by to watch. You guys are killer, and have a good one. See you guys in the next one. Peace.